Welcome back to the Final 24 Hours channel. The channel that takes you deep inside the last day on Earth of the world's most famous and infamous figures. We uncover what really happened in their final 24 hours alive. Today's video will be the final 24 hours in the life of James Whitey Bulger. For decades, James Whitey Bulger ruled the streets of South Boston, a mob boss, murderer, and FBI informant who betrayed his own allies. He escaped justice for 16 years, until his arrest in 2011, but after a life of crime. Bulger's story didn't end in court, it ended violently behind bars. This is the final 24 hours of Whitey Bulger. It's early morning on October 29, 2018. James Whitey Bulger, 89 years old, bound and serving 2 life sentences, is being transferred from a Florida prison to a new facility. Guards escort an inmate through airport security, cuffs around his wrists. The move comes after repeated disciplinary issues and medical complaints. But Hazleton is no ordinary transfer. It's a high-security prison known for violence, nicknamed Misery Mountain. That morning, as Whitey Bulger boards a prison bus, he tells an officer, "I'll be fine. I've been in worse places." He has no idea he's being sent to his death. Bulger's bus pulls through the gates. Prison doors slam shut behind him. By the afternoon, Bulger arrives at Hazleton Federal Penitentiary. He's processed quickly, fingerprinted, photographed, assigned to Unit C. Word spreads fast. Whitey Bulger, the notorious Boston mobster and former FBI informant, has just entered the general population. Prisoners whisper to each other. One mutters, "He's a rat." For many inside, being a rat and informant is a death sentence. At 8 p.m., Bulger is placed in his cell, no special protection, no solitary confinement. Guards report he seems calm, even cheerful. He arranges a few personal items, reading glasses, a photo, and a Bible. He tells one officer he's just happy to be out of Florida. But in the shadows of Hazleton, inmates are already plotting. A few men sit together in the common area, speaking quietly. Among them, Freddie Guess, a former mafia hitman with a code he despises informants. To them, Bulger isn't a legend. He's a traitor who turned on his own crew. The clock strikes 6 a.m. Guards begin morning rounds. The prison remains dimly lit. Sometime between 6 o'clock and 8 a.m., inmates move quietly toward Bulger's cell. What happens next is brutal and swift. Moments later, chaos erupts. Armed with a padlock stuffed inside a sock, the attackers beat Bulger to death. He never has a chance to call for help. When guards find him, Bulger is unrecognizable. His eyes have been gouged, his body mutilated. It's a message the kind mobsters send to traitors. By mid-morning, the news hits Boston. Headlines flash. Whitey Bulger killed in prison. The city that once feared him now watch us in shock and a strange sense of closure. He had it coming. He caused too much pain. To the families of his victims, it's not justice, but it's an ending. In life, Whitey Bulger was both feared and protected, a criminal who manipulated the FBI while committing murders under their watch. In death, he became a symbol of corruption, violence, and karma catching up. After years of running, scheming, and surviving, his end came not in freedom, but in a cold, concrete cell at the hands of men he once called his own. Whitey Bulger lived by the code of the streets: loyalty, fear, and power. But in the end, the code turned on him. The last 24 hours of his life weren't about redemption. They were about reckoning. James Joseph Whitey Bulger. September 3rd, 1929, October 30th, 2018. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be instantly notified of new videos. See you on the next one.